Okay, now we're going to do a big word problem with a 3-circle Venn diagram. I'm going to show you the most efficient way to get to the answers on these as well. So it starts off by saying John surveyed 105 college students and asked which classes they're taking, just these 105. And then it gives you all the results, and it just, rattles it off in this gigantic list of how many took math and chemistry and physics and blah, 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 right? Our first instinct is to start on the first line. You actually don't want to start on the first line. You want to go to the most restrictive part. So try to find intersections first and then work your way backwards. So actually we're going to start at the bottom here. We're going to start here with these last two statements, and then we're going to work our way up. Okay, that's the first thing. So I saw that there was 3 classes. There was math, chemistry, physics. So I first just draw a Venn diagram with the 3 circles. It doesn't matter what order you put the circles in, it's fine. I did math, chemistry, and then physics at the bottom. Just get that labeled. And let's start at the very bottom. It says, 10 students take none of these subjects. So we don't, again, kick the students out of the square. They're still inside the universal set. But those 10 students are outside the circles. So put 10 there. And then it says 8 take all 3 subjects. So where do all 3 circles intersect? Right here in the middle, and that's going to be your 8. That's where you want to start. Start with the intersection of all 3 and then the none. That means we've already accounted for 18 students. There's 105 total. So just a few more to go. All right. The next set says 10 take math and physics, 15 take chemistry and physics, 20 take math and chemistry. Okay, all those ands in there, those mean intersections. And those are going to be football shapes, right? You're looking for football shapes like that. These are going to be the next 3 that we do. We did the big intersection. Now we're going to work our way out and do the small ones. So it says 10 take math and physics. So where math intersects physics, this football in here is 10. But we've already accounted for 8, so you don't put a 10 here. You put a 2. And that's where students tend to make mistakes. So that intersection is 10, math and physics. So 2 and 8. 15 take chemistry and physics. So chemistry and physics. So this intersection here needs to have 15 people. We've already accounted for 8. So there'll be 7 left. So there's your 15. 20 take math and chemistry. So math and chemistry, there's 20. We've already accounted for 8. So that's going to put 12 right there. So again, this 2, the 7, and the 12, those are those purple intersections. From there, once you get the intersections done, you're golden. You can get the rest of it. So it says 45 take math. That means the math circle needs to contain 45 people. The chemistry circle needs to contain 40. And the physics circle needs to contain 47. So now we have each little circle we can do. Let's just start here. We've already accounted for 2, 12, and 8. That's going to be, what, 22? So we've already accounted for 22 people. We need to get up to 45, so just do 45 minus this 22, and you're going to get 23. And you just make sure that that circle adds up to 45. Now let's do chemistry. Okay. We need to make sure that this chemistry circle adds up to 40. And so far we have a 12, an 8, and a 7. If we subtract those from 40, we'll have 13 left for there. And then you make sure that that circle adds up to 40. And then for the bottom circle, for physics, it needs to add up to 47. We've got 2, 8, and 7. So that's 17 already accounted for. We just have to get the rest to 47. That's going to be 30. So now we have all of them arranged. If you add up all the numbers that you see, you should get 105. And sometimes they'll say, how many students are taking only math? And then you would say 23. Or they might say, how many students are taking not chemistry? So you would take everybody that's in chemistry that's away, and you would leave with who's not taking chemistry. So you would add up those if they asked you about not chemistry or something like that. So once you get the picture drawn, you can pretty much answer any questions. But you got to start with the intersection, the big intersection, work your way out to the 2 circle intersections, and then finish the picture. So start in the center and work out. That's the best way to handle those.